Hello, everybody. My name is Isaac of the Wild, and welcome back to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Today, we have a little bit more that we're gonna do. We're not just gonna be doing the boss of Winter Horns, and we're not just gonna do the Treasure Road. We're doing another thing before all that. We are actually finally going to be entering the Meta Knight Cup. For the tournament, which is pretty exciting. Something that I'm sure you probably have already checked out or have been wanting to check out. And now I'm finally going to be taking a look. Hello, Commentator Waddle Dee. Welcome to the Colosseum's reception area! You can enter tournaments here and battle a rush of former bosses. If you make it all the way to the end and come out on top, you'll win a special reward. And that's not all. We seem to have an unexpected warrior using our first tournament as training. All the way from Planet Popstar. Stuck in this new world like us. That's right, it's Meta Knight. So, are you ready to enter the tournament too? Yes, we are. The Meta Knight Cup, where we're going to be fighting the one and only Meta Knight. And the first time clear reward, as you can see at the top, looks like a little scroll. I think that's a blueprint. We also get a star gem, and if we keep repeating the Meta Knight Cup even the second time, we will also get another star gem. So that's a good place to go if you can't beat the treasure roads just yet, but you still want to upgrade your abilities. You can come here and fight a bunch of mini bosses instead. Alright, you've officially entered in the Meta Knight Cup. It's going to get intense in there. I can't wait. And there's the entrance right there, which is now open for us to go into. Meta Knight Cup. Now, when you're in this room, there is a few things to take from note. We have 2 abilities that we can pick from. And we've also got a bunch of food here. So we have a bunch of Maxim tomatoes. If you eat a Maxim tomato between fights, the next time you come into this room, it will be like an item that only does half of how much this will do. So, for example, this does full health. The next one will do, I believe, half health. And that's how it works, and it gets less and less. All right. So, in this very first fight, it's usually the same. Apart from abilities, the abilities can sometimes change. In the first fight, we're going to be fighting 2 bosses, not at the same time though, one after the other. We're going to be fighting our sword dude over here, and then we're going to be fighting Florina as well. So we're going to start off with the Naval Ranger. Pick whatever ability you feel comfortable with. I'm going to pick Naval Ranger because I like using him for this fight. And here we go. I'm going to immediately charge an attack. Charging an attack. Oh, but he blocked it. There we go. And I'm going to take his ability too before we fight Florina. And I'm going to do a double charge attack. Wait for her to finish. And finish it up. And I'll drop my ability because... Oh, actually, I'll take... Just in case I want Fluor Tornado, I'll take it with me to the rest room. So here we go. I didn't take any damage. And of course, so we've got Fluor Tornado and the sword ability, which was what we just did as well. And we're going to be fighting Chloraline next. So, just for example, I'm going to eat one of these. And you're going to see what it is in the next time we're back here. You'll understand. So, what are we going to fight this one with? We'll fight with Fluor Tornado. If we want, we can switch to sword ability when Chloraline uses the attacks. So, yeah. Oh, oh dear. Give me back my ability. Thank you. Oh, and now Chloraline's up top. We'll just dodge these attacks. Oh, what's she doing now? And we'll take out Chloroline. There we go. Easy peasy. So now we're back in here. And as you can see, it's now even smaller. As you can see. Now, next up, we're fighting Wispy Woods. We have two choices here. We can pick Sleep, which I'm sure is the best ability to pick. Or, we can pick, and I'll actually heal using this one, because I need healing. We're actually going to pick Time Crash. I know it's a bit cheap, but hey, anything to get through the battle, right? So let's fight the woods. Tropic Woods. And might as well just go in and bam. Just do a bunch of damage. We can use the coconut to sort of extend our time. And boom. And now obviously it will go on 1 HP. Like we can't actually beat it before the second phase. So we'll just go over, grab a star and finish off Tropic Woods. And there we go. Bam. Next up, we've got our favorite gorilla. And as you can see, after you use the second healing item that appears on the shelf, that's it. You can't do it anymore. We have no issue with just eating these, so I'm just going to take another one, just so we're at max health. But it doesn't really matter. We didn't have much damage anyway. I'm going to pick Ranger ability for this fight. So let's go on and do as much damage as we can. So I'm immediately going to charge. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We're just going to run to the side here. What are you going to do, buddy? Yeah, okay. Wait. Wait. I don't think we... Oh, we can reach that far. Cool. And now it's in the second phase. So we just got to run away while he's doing his spin. Alright, cool. Deal a bunch of damage to him. He's going to come close. And finish him off like that. Easy peasy. No worries at all. Now, next up we've got two more fights. Mini boss fights. We've got our hammer dude. We've got an icy dude. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick... I'm going to pick this ability right here. Clutter Needle. Let's keep going. Wild Frost. Oh, we're fighting Wild Frosty first. My bad. That's alright. I can just... There we go. Easily beat him. I'm going to take Wild Frosty's ice ability. And I'm just going to freeze Wild Bonkers. And I can just block every time he comes after me. There we go. I'm freezing him. Heaps of damage. That's what I want. And he's in the second phase now as well. We're just going to... There we go. Easy. Beaten. I won't even take his ability. I don't need it. I don't want hammer ability. There we go. That's it. What's next? Next up, we've got Meta Knight himself. So, for this fight, we're given some healing and some coins as well. But we're not going to use any ability. No ability. We don't need any ability at all. Meta Knight will give us an ability. As you can see, in classic Meta Knight fashion, he gives us a sword to use. However, oh, there he is. There's our boy. The Lone Swordsman, Meta Knight. However, I'm not going to use this ability. Ah! I actually prefer fighting Meta Knight without an ability. The way I like to fight with Meta Knight is to just dodge all of his attacks. Because it really just helps you maneuver around him, because he can dodge you pretty easily. Now he's into his second phase. You shouldn't have too much issues if you just know how to take good advantage of how to dodge. Now, he will be flying a bit more. Whoop. Of course, you might find this easier if you use an ability. However, I like to just not use an ability. I don't think it's needed. And there we go. We've beaten Meta Knight. Oh, and there's his cute little face! How adorable. There really isn't much to say about the Meta Knight fight. I mean, it's a great fight, but as regards to how to beat him, it's pretty simple. He will dodge you a lot, so take care to dodge his attacks, so you can get that little slow motion sequence, and that way you can get a star if you're in normal Kirby mode. Even if you're in with an ability, like slowing down will help you have the time to attack him before he dodges you. And of course, we get a bunch of star coins for it. We get a rare stone, which is exactly what we need, because we've also got the Meta Knight sword blueprint, which is an upgrade to the sword ability, which is something that's very fun to mess around with. Now that is actually... oh, hello. We've actually also got this up here. A little extra for us. Just above the weapon shop. Now, what are these weapon shop? We've got, yeah. Whoa, is that a Meta Knight sword blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme. All right, let me get my tools ready. Then we'll get this evolution started. And here we go. So we've now got the Meta Knight sword ability, which is why we didn't upgrade the ice ability last time, because we wanted to upgrade this, because we don't need this upgraded snow ability for the treasure roads, but we do need the Meta Knight sword ability. Here we go. So we now got Meta Knight sword. Now, Meta Knight sword is actually very similar to, well, not similar, but it comes with the likeness of the first upgrade ability. This one is it's much faster, as you can see, very fast. While the Gigant Sword is more powerful, but has a lot less speed, like heaps less speed. But now we're back into our fast ability, where we can actually dodge with the sword ability again. Now, as long as you're on full health, you'll be able to shoot sword beams, which is very helpful. Doing a full attack, you'll get a more powerful sword beam as well. So which means even if you push an enemy away, you'll be able to reach him. If you hold the spin, it will only charge twice, but it has a very powerful ending to it. And lastly, another really helpful thing is if you do a slide, you actually attack with your sword. Furthermore, if we go back around here, if we go in it, spawn in the middle. If we do a slide attack with A and then press A again immediately afterwards, we'll be able to do a little combo. So slide, jump, and attack. So that how you do that is by pressing A immediately, and then spamming the B button, and you'll do a little extra attack, which is pretty cool. Alright, and that's the Meta Knight Sword ability, which is something that we've been wanting to get for a while now. Now, we still can't get the Ice ability because we only have one rare gem, rare stone, which we actually got up here, which you can grab whenever you want. Considering that you'll usually always have enough thanks to the treasure roads, this is a nice just extra one if you want. And if you go over here again, if you go over to the Colosseum again, you'll be able to get even more rare stones from winning the Colosseum. And there we go. But we've already gotten the first time clear rewards. We're already done that. Alright, so next up, we're going to be doing the treasure roads. That's right. We're doing the treasure roads instead of the boss fight first. Just because I want to get that out the way first this time. So, we're starting with Chain Bomb Treasure. 1 minute 30. 2 stars. There is no more 1-star treasure roads from now on. It's 2-star and up. Now, Caster Line Chain Bomb Trial. You have plenty of time, 1 minute 30. You can stand on the platform because there's going to be water in front of you. You can stand on the platform or you can go in the water. In my opinion, it's actually a little bit faster to jump into the water and just get up close. So jump in the water, sort of just go on a mad rampage. It may seem stupid, it might seem slow, but honestly, it's easier than trying to get the water currents to work. Every time slows down, meaning you beat the stage, immediately jump out to here. Again, getting in the water, in my opinion, is a lot quicker and just a lot easier to sort of handle. Oh, there's another one. It's okay. Take him out. And there we go. Into the next one. Don't worry about taking damage too much because you'll have enough time and health to sort of deal with it. And here's the rest of it. Oh. And there we go, that's all of them. Just try to be a bit less reckless than me. Because obviously, I'm very low health. That's alright, because we did it. We have plenty of time to spare. Now, you can stand on the edge and try to use the water currents. However, it's definitely possible that way. However, jumping in the water and being reckless, honestly, is just easier for me. Now, the pencil treasure road here, 45 seconds, it's dig and dash. Whenever you're not digging underground for this level, you want to be dashing. So when you jump out after digging underground, try for a jumping dash attack, and you'll get pretty far. You want to save as much time by going as fast as possible, so dash attacks are going to be your friend. When you immediately jump into the level, you want to immediately jump and do a dash attack. Then dig underground to get through. You want to dash here to break these boxes and dig under. You want to make sure to time it right so that you can get through here pretty easily. Digging under here, you want to hit these buttons. And then jump out for a dash attack at the very end. And then one more dash attack here, and you should land right into the red stone with enough time. And there we go. Now, next up, we're actually going to go over here. Next up is light bulb mouth treasure, which is 1 minute 10. You're going to have to be illuminating these battery platforms to go up. There's multiple ways you can go, one of which you will run out of time, like if you pick, because it will be a dead end. Other ways, will lead you to the next area. So immediately when jumping in, you want to grab your light bulb mouth Kirby, and you want to power up this platform right here, and then you want to jump immediately to the right. Make sure to watch out for these spikes, because they will not help you. After you've done this, as you can see on the sign, you want to go to the left immediately. Watch out for the ghost gordos, they shouldn't reach you in time. Watch out for the spikes again, they are dangerous. Illuminate this one to go up. Watch out for the cannonballs, but then you want to go to the left. Once you've done that, you want to jump on this platform here, but you don't want to go left or right. Instead, you want to go forward over these falling platforms and going up this platform. Now there's no more choice, you just got to have to go up. So just jump from platform to platform. Something to look out for, however, is these spiky gordos. You want to just wait for them to pass and then jump over. You should have enough time. After that, wait for these cannonballs to pass, jump over, and you should make it in time. As you can see, plenty of time to spare, and we made it within the target time. Awesome. And now we've got 4. Next up, we've got Clutter Needle Treasure. 1 minute 20. This takes advantage of the fact that enemies stick to you and you can throw them when you use this ability. You want to throw them at enemies or bombs. You just need to make sure you take out every single enemy on the screen. Even if the enemy is provided as ammo, you want to take it out, otherwise it's not going to show what you need. Something to take note is never do a jump spike, because that, if there's enemies around at least, because that will just disrupt. The enemies won't connect to you if you do it like that. So don't sort of jump spike into enemies to sort of get them to stick to you, because it will not work. Oop. Luckily, we can just take care of these guys. Since I messed that up, that's okay though. You just got to jump over and take care of them that way. And done. And that's all of it. Pretty simple. You just got to watch out for where exactly the enemies are going to spawn via the white light, and then just head in that direction and try to grab them. And there we go. We beat it with plenty of time to spare. Awesome. Now, next up we've got Noble Ranger Treasure. Beat it within a minute 30. This one's all about your charged attacks. Some attacks you can get away with only charging twice. Sometimes you want to charge 3 times so that you actually take out your enemies. Now, what you're going to be here is going to be put on a platform that's going to move. So you really rarely have to move your character at all once you're on this platform. Once you get on here, you're going to immediately want to charge attack and aim forward with just a double charge. You want to go full charge there to make sure you take out the enemies. And you just want to sort of stand still so you can take them all out. We don't want, for example, this to happen. We don't want any enemies to survive. When you end up in the middle, you actually can get away with just not charging and just attacking normally because they're single enemies. However, when there's groups of enemies, you want to charge. Especially when it's those orange dudes, you want to make sure you do a fully charged attack, because otherwise they might survive. When he goes on to this spot, you want to sort of hop in the middle so that you can avoid cannon fire. This is pretty important because the cannon fire will get in your way and make things difficult for you. So you want to make sure you're on the very edge of the platform so that you can take out the enemies nicely. Now these should be the end. Oop. There we go. Take them out. And then you can sort of just dodge back out of the way of the cannon fire and grab yourself your rare stone. And we beat it with plenty of time to spare. Good 9 seconds left. Alright. Now, next up is Tornado Treasure over here. Another 2-star, 30 seconds. Now, this one, you're really just trying to hit multiple buttons with the tornado. It's pretty easy. If you do mess up, you can start again or you can try a little more. You should have plenty of time. So, when you jump in, straight line, hit all the buttons, take out the enemy at the end. You don't actually have to touch the enemies. You just need the buttons. Jump on the portal. Now, over here, you're going to want to wait a second for the things to pop up. And then get them all. Don't worry about the enemies. After you've hit them, just immediately jump up to the top again and go for the star, for the rare stone. And you should have plenty of time to spare. And there we go. Another star gem. Now we've got 7. Now, next up, over here, we've got Ice Treasure, and we've got Time Crash Treasure. So we're going to do Ice Treasure first. 45 seconds. This one's pretty easy. If you remember in the past, if you're running with ice ability and you mash the B button, you'll end up in this sort of freeze block that sort of slides down. You want to take good advantage of that. So you'll see what I mean by pressing B twice and holding. So we have the wind at our back, so we're just sort of zooming through. You want to sort of fling your enemies while you're running. And breaking the boxes in front of us so that we can just keep on going. Straight, want to jump over these guys. Jump over the spiky gordos. Knock these guys out, and now it's just a pretty much free run all the way to the end. Just dodge all these boulders so they don't get in your way. Here, you want to take out these. However, I'd recommend just jumping over them because you might not be able to break them since they're on fire and you have to extinguish them first. And here we go, 3 seconds to spare. It's pretty easy. All all you just got to do is make sure to go with the flow and just know how and when to attack the enemies. Now, next up, we've got Time Crash Treasure. 7 seconds for 3-star difficulty. That sounds insane. Well, it's actually pretty easy. When you use the Time Crash ability, it also slows down the time that you're taking to do the level, which is pretty cool. So time will move really slowly, not just for the enemies, but also for the timer as well. What you're going to want to do is just make sure you hit all the enemies on the way so you can extend your time as much as possible. So when you join in, just immediately press it once. Don't even worry about charging. And just sort of just run into everything. Run into your enemies. And you'll be fine. So here's another enemy we can run into. Here's another one we can run into. And we just want to keep doing that. Running into every enemy we come across, and you should be fine. And beaten within 5 seconds. So that might have felt like maybe like 20 seconds maybe. But for us, that was 4 seconds. 4 seconds, not 5. 4 seconds when the target time was 7. So you had plenty of time to do it. Even if you ran out at the very end, you probably could slip in there and get it within under 7. There we go. Now I've only got 2 more. So we've got Calm Mouth Treasure. 3 stars. This one is actually a little bit difficult. So you might need to take some practice, but that's okay. So in 40 seconds, you've got to boost your way through this map. You're going to have to take shortcuts. So let's get right into it, and I'll explain it along the way. The first thing you want to do is immediately grab your car ability, and then boost forward to hit this bridge. After which, you'll just blast past. I'd recommend dodging the enemies that you can. However, if you have to mow through them, just mow through them. You want to be on the conveyor belts because they will make you faster. However, the left and right conveyor belts, I feel like is right to jump over. Try not to hit these walls as it will halt your boost. And make sure to jump into the middle whenever you can for these shortcuts. Here at the very end, you just want to really jump on each platform. And you'll make it to the end within the target time. As you can see, I beat it by 1 second. Which was pretty close. And there we go. Now, we've only got 1 more treasure road, which is the Meta Knight Sword Treasure, which is why we wanted to do that tournament at the start of the video. Now, this is 1 minute 30. Something I'd recommend is for a certain part of the fight, you don't want to take any damage because you want to take advantage of your sword beam attack, your ranged sword beam. However, there will come a moment where you don't need to worry so much. So for now, jump right into the fight. Wherever white appears, you want to attack with your sword beam. Keep yourself ranged so that you can just attack them instantly. Now here, I'd recommend forgetting about the stress of not getting hit. Although, if you don't get hit, that would be great too. Here, you can sort of just relax a little bit. You can even do a spin attack. You could do a spin attack from the start, but there's a certain point where at the very start, you want to take advantage of your sword beams. Now you're going to be fighting Wild Edge. I'd recommend just doing a ton of spin attacks. You should be able to take him out pretty quickly because of Meta Knight's strength. And then you just jump for the rare stone. And you'll beat it with 10 seconds left to spare. So you really do have plenty of time, even if you take damage and get and fall behind a little bit. And there we go. That is every treasure road, I believe, for this area. Just making sure. Yes, that is the case. That is every single treasure road. So you don't have to worry about it anymore for that. Now, we've actually got the boss fight. But before we do the boss fight, we're actually going to go back to Waddle Dee Town and use those star gems. Use the rare stones. Because we do have one ability that we have left unlocked. So we're going to unlock it now. We're going to go over and grab our ice ability, which costs 2 rare stones and 500 coins. Nothing really. So let's get into it. And we'll just skip it. So there we go. Now we have Frosty Ice, which takes, obviously, from the Wild Frosty. This one, apart from just being genuinely more powerful, is pretty similar. What it does is it creates little snowmen wherever you blow. So you could create multiple all over the place. And then you can sort of push them all to sort of hit your enemies. Otherwise, it's very similar to your usual attack, apart from just being more powerful. It also does, of course, throw little snow golems that will leave an ice trail behind them. Of course, when you're running and you do your mash attack, you will leave snowmen behind you as well, which you can't push, unlike these bigger ones, which you can push. Like so. So there we go. That is the new ability that we've got here. Thanks, Elflin. Now, there is one last thing. So, the last thing that we have to do before the boss fight is to get some more hidden codes. Of course, I've been pretty lax. I haven't really shown any. I've shown the one that is over here from when we first got the post office. And I got the one for the Coliseum above the registration desk. However, there are some more hidden codes. One such code is in here. If we go over here, Elflin will let us know that we have one. There's a strange message, Kirby story, and we've got another hidden code. Elflin is very helpful to help us find these codes. So let's go grab that as well. And there we go. Code checks out. And we get a present in front of our house. So let's go check that out. Oh. And we get a special figure for using the Waddle Dee deliveries. So there we go. How awesome. And we of course get some coins. Now, there is more present codes that I will reveal now before we finish that boss fight. If we come up here, around here, over here, here it is. Thanks, Elflin. Huh? Kirby the Gourmet. There is another present code. So we're going to grab that as well. And there we go. We've got a brand new present at our house. So let's go over here and grab that one. And not only did we get some car cake, we also got a rare stone on top of that. And for now, that is every single code that we can find so far. There's the reason I wanted to show that, but you're going to find out that reason too. Now, onwards, for we're finally going to be fighting the boss of Winter Haunts. Now, the boss, an unexpected Beast King, of course, has 4 hidden missions. Of course, 2 of them are beat it within 1 minute 30 and don't take any damage, and the other 2 is very important to know. The first one is don't guard. Of course, you can guard if you're going to dodge, but don't try to block his attacks with a guard. So don't let him hit you while you're doing this. You can still dodge his attacks though. The other one is when he enters the second stage of the fight, he's going to drop his weapon. And you're going to want to grab that weapon, you're going to suck it in, and you're going to swallow it, and you'll gain the ability from the weapon. You don't need to keep the ability if you want, so what I would do is after getting him into the second stage, I drop my ability, take the weapon, swallow the weapon, and then get rid of it and grab your ability again. You'll have the time to do it, but you do have to be quick when doing it. The ability I would recommend for this fight is a Dragon Fire ability, because we've just gotten that ability, and it's a great ability, and it will get the job done. You can actually beat this fight very easily with completing all of the requirements in one go. So that's what we're going to do today. If you do mess up and you can't beat them all in one go, that's alright. You can always come back. As for don't take any damage, it's pretty easy. As long as you can dodge, which is why I would say don't pick a ability like the second upgrade to the sword or the ice ability, which completely guards. You want an ability that will that you can dodge and move around in. So let's get started. All right, let's do this. What's going on here? Wait. I feel like I recognize. Is this? It is. That's right, everybody. We're facing King DDD. His royal nemesis, King DDD. The moment you start the battle, you're immediately going to want to just start straight up attacking. Because he's not going to attack immediately. He's going to slowly walk up to you and hammer you. So once his minions are taken care of, you can start attacking him again. You can dodge out the way. Whenever he does a jump attack, you're going to want to just jump normally over the little beams. Oh, and he's already in his second phase. Now, as you can see there, I just swallowed his hammer and got the hammer ability, which was part of the hidden mission. Immediately after this cutscene, I'm going to get rid of my ability, take back this one, and quickly get out the way before I take damage here. Now, he's going to, before you get the chance, he's going to go for a second one. Now, he's going to attack you like this. And so you're going to just need to dodge out the way. And I'd recommend waiting. And there we go. We beat him. Easy. And we did it, completing every single hidden mission. As you can see, clear without guarding. That was important. And also, we've got a new blueprint, the homing bomb blueprint. And if we grab this, we should have unlocked the other 2 as well. Well, definitely the no damage one. Yeah, we did it. And there's King DDD. Kirby. Kirby, he's still there. And as well, okay. He's right there. We did everything, as you can see. If you have any trouble, you can always come back. Kirby, he's still there, by the way. You can always come back and, try it again. It's pretty easy. So, Kirby, he's right there. Kirby! No, Elflin! No! Alright, so King DDD has gotten Elflin. That's, oh man. Oh, Kirby. Oh dear. We need to rescue Elflin now. We got all the Waddle Dees. That's every single Waddle Dee for this area. All of the Waddle Dees and Winterhorns. That's right. So now it's time to save Elflin on the second continent. Or the island. There he is. He's getting away. Here we are at the original wasteland. Elflin has been captured by King DDD. Explore the next area and save Elflin. And so here we go. The wastes where life began. And this is where we're going to be saving Elflin. But that will be next time. And of course, yeah, we can go back to the arrival continent. That will be next time. For we are going to be coming back, and we have run out of time for this episode. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you all next time.